What is happening? I almost got a little Ben. What's going on this morning? How's everybody doing? Getting excited for that live from the garage with the TKE at 9:30. About 45 minutes away if he's right on time, which he could be. He could be. Which would be great. But it looks like he's got Neves Knives is joining him in the garage today on the TKE network. So that's cool. Night's Edge got a fun live coming up here in about 45 minutes. So go check that out if you are hanging out. I will be here until about then. And then we can all go over and hang out in there. And let me go over and hang out in there. Yep, that's what I just said. Right on, Mr. Eddie. What's up? Yeah, he's on in about 45 minutes, but you know him, so it'll probably be about 50 minutes, maybe 51 minutes. But he's got Neves going to be on him with him in the garage today, so we're gonna kind of hang out, chat, and mess around until then, and then we'll go check out what's going on over in the TKE garage. What are you up to this morning, Mr. Eddie? What's up, Michael? El Cap could be doing a lot of work. Yeah, I understand. I've been doing a lot of stuff on the weekends, getting things done. I just filmed a video unboxing. I got to get cleaned. Well, I just don't need it cleaned up. I got to grab a few things out of the garage and stuff. I'm going to be doing another live stream later this afternoon. My buddy works at a brewery in a nice big warehouse. We're going to be out there hanging out, having some drinks. We're going to order some pizzas in or something like that. And we're going to be setting up a jungle, like putting league course throughout this warehouse. And it's going to be rad because it'll be just us, a bunch of buddies. And we can make these cool shots that are going to be in between like big vats and up on huge ladders and stuff. It's going to be fun. Right on, Mr. Eddie. We don't even talk about them in here. I just let it, gets no attention. Zero. And then I'm good. Good morning, Beecher. What's going on, dude? I was giving TKE some grief. You said he could be on time. If you go back and watch the start right here, I basically instantly started talking about his live in a little bit, and I had high hopes that he could potentially start on time. I'm a positive person. He's my guy. He's cool stuff. Should be a good live this morning. He's got Neves on there. They'll probably get into some craziness. 1 degree this morning. Ew. It's actually starting to get warm. Minnesota, it has been like 10 below for the last, or more worse, just for the last week or so. And it is now, I don't know what it is right now, but I think it's going to be in the 20s today. Yesterday it was like 20 something, and it almost felt warm out. Ridiculous. I believe he intends to want to start on time. What's up, North Valley? I believe he intends to want to start on time. Very well put. Very well put. You probably just typed that in and just hit send and didn't realize how brilliant that actually was, Valley. It's he intends to want. Genius. Oh, that's great. This is why I love this so much. You guys are fun. What's up, Kinley? Hanging with Kenzie. Wow, we got it. We got it. Hi. Hi. Okay. Slow down. All right, that's it. Okay, come on. Remove. See that? Boom. I can make them go away. You only need to say it once. I said hi already. Otherwise, we'll just remove you for the day. Hello. Good morning. I need a Red Bull. Thanks, Jason. You don't need to delete them all. It just takes too much work. I think they got the point. Sometimes people are, like mine. We were actually, what was it, yesterday? No. It's Saturday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Wow, that light turned off already. Yes, El Cap, I do. Get a hold of me. You have my Instagram, message me on there, send me something, and we can do some stuff. Only thing is I'm slow. People will say I'm slow. Some people will be like, oh, well, he's had Stacy's knife forever and blah, blah, blah. And I have. It's all truth. But depending on what it is, sometimes it translates really easy. I found a couple snowflake patterns and I popped them in and they worked right away. I spent 2 hours trying to design something, a Clydesdale head, like a horse head, for a laser mark for Stacy, and then I translated it into the laser, and it just did. I couldn't get it to look any. It was just burnt here and looked terrible here, and it just you have to redraw it in like CAD. And so any drawing or something you have, sometimes it works, sometimes you have to redraw the whole thing, and then that's ridiculous. I can't just give away knives to everybody, but I do give away knives. Actually, on Thursday, I gave away 3 knives. So if you hang out on occasion, we do giveaways. Langren. I have not heard of Langren, Dave. I'll have to look that up. Let me write that. No. Dude, you know when you don't know where your pen? Oh my God, where is it? I hate that. This is not a pen. Where is my pen? Oh my God, it fell into my pocket. Boom. I'm going to look that up though. Langren. I always am interested in getting suggestions, companies I haven't seen. Frenold, I've never had you, I don't recognize you in the live. If you're here for a while, I could potentially make you a mod, but we're good right now. The vertical live rando energy it's kind of back. I was trying to say is like Friday, it was really clean. There was just a couple little troll actions, but then other than that, yeah, Fernald, if you're here, I don't have very many mods. I don't really need too many, but generally the people that have been around for a year or whatever. Not saying you need to be around for a year, but just, you know what I mean? You got to get to know some people and get some good people you trust. Hell, I have a couple mods that I need to kind of, because they were kind of, anyway, thank you though, Dave. I want to look up Langren. I'll check that out. Has anyone else ever heard of him? Morning, Fletcher. Excuse me. Just did the unboxing for this petrified fish. It's a budget knife, G10 and D2, but it's a big one and got nice little action on there. Drop shut, easy. Who's got some petrified fish? You ever check them out? You into more budget knives? There's guys into more premium knives. I know some people really only go for some premium stuff, but I'm a collector, so I get a little bit of everything. And this is $30 on sale on Blade HQ. D2 G10, really nice contour on the handle. Feels good. Nice action. It's solid. What is my favorite? My current rolling favorite is this one right here. Look at that gorgeous thing. This is the Kaiser Mini Telzer K, 154 cm on the blade and the frag titanium on the handle. It's got Kaiser's clutch lock that just has got magic capabilities. Opens like a dream. Bigger knife. A lot of jimps on there. The reasons I love it. Not my most expensive knife. I don't have a lot of expensive knives, but this is kind of middle of the range from the prices. It's a little more than 100, 110, 120 maybe, if you can get it. That's a little dirty on the blade there. Great feel. It's a little bit oversized, so it fits my hand perfectly. I love it. What's your favorite knife? I would like PF more if it had a pair of tweezers that don't... Wait. You mean like... where is that thing? It's like right here. There it is. You mean like a tweezers on the end that doesn't work very good, kind of like that right there? Do I have any green knives? Wow, I don't have any green knives on the table, do I? I mean, I guess technically the bomb is green. This is one of my ridiculous gas station silly ones that I got. That one's green, but that doesn't count. That's not really a knife. Here we go. Here is the new Amazon version of the Kaiser Momo. Green micarta, 14C28N. Aluminum on the bolster. Just a beast of a knife. I'm really enjoying the Momo. I have 3 of them now. There's a green one. Let's go up here. One of my favorite CJRBs, the Riff. Micarta on that, ARRPM 9 on the blade, nice button lock. Just swings out easy, flips out easy, flicks out really nice. Awesome beefy boy right there. What's the one in the front? The big one, this one right here? The Mr. Eddie Special? Mr. Eddie is in the chat. I don't know if he's still here or not. He might be, but he was right at the beginning. He is a knife maker. And he sent me a box of knives to check out. One of them was one that he did himself. And I reviewed all of them. I sent them back. I told him, hey, the one you made, excuse me, it's really cool. I want to buy it. So I bought this from him. This is a one-of-a-kind Mr. Eddie original. Look at the moon craters on the blade. Tell me that's not rad. And there's this little ramp right here. Your thumb sits in there. Really nice. What's up, Dan Stan? Ground Fog? But the handle, I love a larger handle. I like that red honeycomb on there. He did a really good job. Very clean. Feels great in the hand. It's one of my favorites. I don't really use it, but it's on the table and I pick it up probably almost every day and just kind of be like, yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. I really like the fact that he shaped the blade, because he'll make one like this, but you shape that blade and then, the handle's obviously going to be interesting or unique to an extent. And then all these little craters and the facets and stuff, you can't repeat that exactly. And so each one's got its own unique kind of look. You can see this side's got some bigger hammers and this side's a little lighter. But I just love the way that looks. Awesome knife. Thanks again, Mr. Eddie. Traditional finish. I don't know if I do. How much is everything together? I don't like to think about it. I don't know. I have a lot of knives that are in the $40 to $80 range. A lot of mid-range or, kind of budget knives. I definitely have some more expensive knives. I got my Benchmade tagged out. This one's getting close to 200. Yeah, this one is at Mr. Eddie. Boom. I've got my Microtech standard issue. Couple nice bigger boys. Demco 80 20.5. That's one of my favorites too. Yeah, the hammer marks, I love it. They'll just pound it out, like you get it, you've got the blade kind of how you want it, and then you're like, wham, let's just make some crazy dents in it. I mean, sometimes you just want a nice clean shape, right? I only have one Bowie knife, but I want a lot more. Gregory, this is a Rough Rider, so not expensive, but that is an actual crown stag. And the brass, it feels good. It's big. It's fun. Is there better? Sure. But, dude, I love this thing. Holding this thing, it just feels great. I like it. I got the silly Rambo knife. Because everyone says, oh, show me a Rambo knife. So I picked up a cheapo, of course. Oh, What one speaks to me? Right. Well, I can tell you, Greg, there are some that speak to me, but they're also $500, $100, and I can't afford that right now. But maybe one day. Working on it. I am working on it. Anybody got any fun plans today? What you doing? I'm going to be getting into some stuff. My mask. Well, that might be one of yours. I got 1, 2, 3. I got at least 3 or 4 more really close by. You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. You can never have too many Jason masks. At one time, I had like 60 plus Jason masks lying around the house. Like the hair, I agree. If you can farm it out, why wouldn't you? I'm kind of ombreing it a little bit here. I dyed my hair for Halloween 2 years ago. So that's the dyed section right about there. But it's gray. Or I mean, it's not gray. I got some grays here, but the hair's growing out on the top still. And it's not receding, so why not farm it out, right? Got some cross-country skiing in this morning. Good for you. Oh, I hate cross-country skiing. It's like the worst. No disrespect. I'm a downhill skier. You know, I like to put the skis on, get carried up to the top of the hill, you know. I need you to carry me up to the top of the hill. I want to sit down and you can carry me up, right? Then I'll get off the chair, and then I'll ski down the hill with the assist of gravity. That's what I'm, the mask and the hair together. Right? So yeah, I like to use gravity to accelerate me on the skis down the hill. And cross-country skiing, where you're actually using your own cardio and like, I got a wing ding right there. Got to fix that one, right? Boom. Which knife do you carry most in my collection? Well, I'm always carrying, now I'm kind of up to like 3 knives a day. So I'm always carrying like a main, a secondary, and a small one. But I would say the one I've been carrying the most, because it's not always the main, would be my drop bear. This is about $100 version of the drop bear, 154 cm, and micarta. You can see it's well dirtified from my hands, and the blade's a little dirty. It's not too bad, but it holds an edge really nice. It opens and closes really easy. Just boom, flick it out, thumb it out. I use it as my size comparison on all my videos. So I'm handling it like every day when I'm filming the videos. I was using my pyrite, but to be honest, when I started kind of having this be that secondary carry, and this is the same size as the pyrite, which is the same size as the bug out, which is the same size as a lot of people use in a comparison to see, you know, like, oh, I just got this one. How big is it? Well, let's put it next to that bug out, you know, and then you can kind of get that average size bug out. I don't have a bug out. I mean, I could put it next to the Tempest Knives Microjet, real similar in size as well. Not as many people have the Microjet though. It's kind of a limited run. So it's like I try to use a knife that I know more people would say, oh, I've seen that one before, I've held that, and they can kind of use it as a comparison. So I would say I'd carry that one the most. Lately, I've been carrying this little Case Executive a lot. This would be like my third. So I've been carrying 3 knives. So it'd be like, you know, like, okay, today I'll carry this big, ridiculous Boker folding kukri. If you haven't seen that yet, right? So then I'll put that one in the main, right? And then secondary would be like the drop bear. I'll put that one in this one here. And then my little 5th pocket. Oh, actually been carrying this one a lot too. The fish, the Rybika. First knife I got from Czech Republic. It's just a silly little, but when I've got this one and this one, I make a lot of cuts with that one. Then I can have these fun little, interesting little folders or whatever. But this little Case Executive, I did the laser mark on there recently. The little Wi-Fi Sagaya pattern. Fun stuff. But these little ones are kind of fun too. And then if you know someone that's like, hey, you have a knife I can use? I'm not going to give them my best knife. I'm going to like, okay, you deserve this one. And you know that they'll probably be able to figure out how to open it, be able to use it, probably not hurt themselves. Versus sometimes you hand somebody a knife they don't know about, they're like, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, so you hand them, I pick and choose. Who's the person asking if they can borrow the knife? What level do I think they're at? If some of my buddies, I'll be like, oh yeah, here. Right? What's up, Cannon? Morning Dark Water. Sorry, I got in a little rant there. Traditional knives. Traditional knife, you would mean like what? Like a case? Like here is a case medium Stockman. It's a 3-blade traditional. Like something like that. There's your case medium Stockman. I have a small Stockman, which is basically exactly the same. This one's from 1993. Got some age on it. Another case I have here is the Muskrat. Some of the new Rosecraft blades, they're new, but they're traditional style. This is the Stinking Creek sow belly. Nice slip joint with the stag handle. This one's got a D2 blade on it, a really nice half stop. Boom, boom. I got a couple old, this is a 50-year-old buck. You got the 2.110 USA stamp on there. That means this is between 1974 and 1979. Look at that blade. Never sharpened. Found that on eBay. It's like, oh my God. Put some bids on it, got outbid a couple times. Then I ended up winning it. And then I got it and I was like, wow, this thing's 50 years old and it's hardly ever, it's cut a few maybe things, but it's never been sharpened. There's no change to it. So I ended up buying another one because I didn't want to use that one. So this one, you can see this is what more of like an older one would look like. The tip is a little bit shorter, scratches on it. You can see when they sharpened it on this side, they didn't quite catch the bevel the right way. Still a good knife. Buck knife holsters, like the original buck holsters. I don't really have, or I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Butterfly, I have a trainer. I have this trainer right here. This is the Squid Industries Mako V5. Oh, geez. I'm not very good, but I'm going to practice some more, come up with some moves, have some fun. I like using them. Now that I got a trainer, the only one I had before was an actual blade, and I'm not going to sit there and do stuff like this because I suck. By no means am I any good with this at all. I am very, very limited on my skill, but this is a great starting trainer. It's got weights down there that you can change out, little bumps to help you kind of learn how to hold it and what you're doing. Good, good feel, nice, strong, clean, solid. Squid Industries. They're not cheap though. It was like 110 bucks. It's like a buck knife holster which draws out the blade. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So then it's like you put it in there, and then when you take it out, the blade, it basically opens the blade. Good morning, Brown Sugar. How are you this lovely day? He's got all the good questions. I might have answers. This isn't really a short sword, but it might as well be, right? Actually, this is a kitchen knife. You can tell by the handle. This is straight up kitchen knife. For extremely large, you know, if you're going to be processing a huge rack, something like that. That's kind of more what that's about. I just got this on loan from the Ken Fixed collection. Oof. Not thousands and thousands of dollars, but also not $50 and from the mall. It's actually a nice blade. Fun stuff. Wow, that, holy God. That wood is like incredible. I don't know if you like the smell of wood, but my goodness. Yeah, it's a peanut butter spreader. Wow. He just borrowed this. I borrowed this from him. He loaned it to me. There's, grammar. So I haven't had a chance to check it out much, but it's like the wood has like very fragrant, like fresh cut. It's clearly not fresh cut, but here's mine. This was $500 20 years ago. Got this in 2002 at Good Wrap. You can take it apart. It's got the Stingray, the white underneath there, the Stingray and the handle. You can see that blade. Got a nice Hamon on there. Handmade, hand pounded. Beauty. That's about all I do with it. What you just saw right there. But I love it. Like I said, I bought that 2002. Wow. 23 years ago. Just bought an SX105 katana. Awesome. Awesome. Non-flipper. Flipper? I don't know about that. What's up? Good morning, Kathleen. This is kind of a non-flipper flipper. There's no flipper. Oh, wait, there it is. The blade's just so heavy you can shake it out. In most cases, I would say if I can shake out the blade, that's a flaw. That's not something you really necessarily want in a knife. I mean, generally you're going to want to flick it out or something. You want some type of detent. But this is a folding kukri, and there's so much weight on the end of the blade, it's just, it wants to open. Oh, the kickstop flipper? I'm interested in that. The new kickstop, what is that, North Mountain or whatever? I kind of reached out. I might order one. We'll see. I'm very intrigued by the design. It's got a flipper tab on the back, and so then let me get you something that has a flipper tab. So it's got that flipper tab on the back, and then you flip it open, and then you can't see it right here because when it flips open, it folds down. So now it's no longer here. It's like a flipper tab delete, but then when you go like this, it pops it back out. Very cool looking design. I would like to check one out at some point for sure. Google it. It's a beaut. She's a real beaut, Clark. They are cool. And it has that, kind of looks like it's got this kind of profile, that nice Tonto kind of mini sword kind of profile to it. These look dull? They look dull? What? What do you mean? By what do you mean? I don't have any paper. Here's one. They look dull? You sure? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that is not dull. But that's cool. That's cool. Should I get the M16 blue collar? I don't know. There's so many models of the M16. They're great. We were just talking about these. I have two M16s. These are old. This one's like probably 20 years old. I beat it up. You can see there's a lot of use on that blade there. Wore off the finish a little bit, but it's still holding strong. I've dumped this. I've fished with this. I've got it all gunked up and taken to the Boundary Waters camping, and it's been through quite a bit. And I used to carry this a lot, and it's a good one. I don't know. What is this? This is the 10KZ. But again, this is old, so I don't know if they still make that exact version. And I've got this one that has the bumps on both sides. That's pretty fun. I carry this one around quite a bit too, but it kind of feels a little more weird in the pocket. Sorry, these are backwards. YouTube doesn't think that it needs to be forward facing. So all the text on a vertical live is reversed, but it does have the wave feature. So when you take it out of your pocket, you can just have it open up from pulling on that right there. So that's cool as well. They are really nice knives. So find the one that you think is the design that you like. And I mean, don't ask me. My answer would be get them both. I would say get them both. Inept Owl. Oh, snap. I was wrong. I take care of them. I'm addicted to knives, as you can apparently see. El Cap Addict lets you know. He'll let you know. No, I love them. They're great. I try to maintain them. Some of them aren't really sharp. Some of them are extremely sharp. Some of them I don't even know. Let's find out. Or do I? Yeah, I keep them sharp. Any K-bar gear, this is the only one I have right now. This is actually on loan. From my buddy Ken Fixed. I need to look into getting some more though, for sure. What should I look at? What should I look for? Unless you really like the M16, I'd get something else. Who am I to say? I mean, I agree. There's a lot of other stuff out there that's great. That's probably better. I mean, I don't know what the new M16s, what are the blade steel they're using on it? I don't know. Not me to judge or say. You get a nice Civivi and have me laser mark it like that. Who likes that new laser mark? Dude, the white laser mark on red just turned out so good. I had to do some tests. So I tested on a few things. Obviously, the black on silver looks all right. Right? But, oof. The white laser mark that I got set up for the aluminum. So anything aluminum, any colored aluminum, I can do a nice white laser setting and they just look sick. The Pyrite Light is cheap and a great alternative. But spend $15 more and get an actual pyrite. Just get get the Bowie. Get the Pyrite Bowie. This pyrite right here. You're gonna get a pyrite. Get a pyrite. Don't get one of these. Pyrite Light. Ew. I mean, I have two of them, I know. But it's too big. I've cut myself on this. Look at this. That is touching my palm right now. I have to move my palm out of the way. So when I grab it, how I usually grab it, because I have big hands, and I swing it, I have to do it differently. And I swing it like that. If I'm holding it the way I do, it catches my hand right there, and then I have to move my palm out of the way. Or it cuts your palm. Versus the regular pyrite, the Pyrite Bowie, they didn't extend that blade, so I can sit there and swing that as much as I want, and it's never going to catch my palm because the blade ratio to the handle is correct. Or if you have small hands, and it just doesn't matter. But if you got huge, beefy palms like I do, you have to worry about smaller, like crossbar locks. When you have a crossbar lock, you have to grab and pull down and get it to swing shut. So there's that chance, if it's really long, that it could catch your palm. I'm not the only one. Thought you were going to spill the oats. What? I'm not a fan of the Pyrite Light, although I have two of them, and you know I'm doing a mod on one of them. And one of the mods I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the top. I'm going to cut the blade into more of a Warncliffe style and shrink it up so I don't have that issue. I have the Proponent and the Frack. Proponent, Frack. Both great knives. This is the titanium Frack S90V, button lock, flicks out, frag titanium. And then this is the base model Artisan Cutlery Proponent, which is just beef. Gunfox, I have not. But yeah, Ken, great knives right there. You got good taste. I love both of those knives. I have not heard of no, I haven't heard of them. Sorry, I didn't pronounce it right. What's up, Gregory? I don't have any hatchets around here except for this one. I do have a couple hatchets in my camping gear. I should grab them. This is a nice Rough Rider folding. Look at this half stop. That's a winning hatchet right there if I ever saw one. So, who in the chat, don't have too many people in here. You probably, if you don't know, the Night's Edge. The Night's Edge is going to be live in about 10-15 minutes here. And he has a special guest in the garage with him this week. It's Neves from Neves Knives. So Jared's going to be with them. If you've heard of either of them, Jared's definitely big time. He's, what is he at right now? Like 300,000 subscribers, 400,000 subs. So he's got a nice little channel there. Jared is a pro when it comes to sharpening. He does a lot of sharpening videos and stuff. Very informative. Great guy. Has designed a couple of knives as well. Check that out. But he's going to be on with the Night's Edge in about 10 minutes here. And when that starts up, I'm going to end this and we're going to bump over there. So anyone who's here, go check that out. Watch that for a few minutes. See if it's something you're into. But they're going to be talking knives and probably sharpening. I don't know if they have any topics or if he's going to be interviewing Neves or what. I just know he's going to have Neves live on with him today, which is cool. Very fun stuff. And I'm going to be kind of watching that and hanging out and packing some things up. And I'm going to be live again a little bit later today on location at a huge brewery. We're going to set some stuff up and have some fun. So if you guys are around after probably afternoon sometime, maybe 1-ish, we're going to go live a couple times from that brewery. Kind of behind the scenes, kind of fun, running around, doing some wacky stuff. I'll have knives on me, don't worry about that. What's up, Mattio? Just hanging out for a little bit. We're gonna go check out the Night's Edge live in about 10 minutes here. He's got Neves Knives with him as a special guest, so I don't know what they're gonna be chatting about, but that should be entertaining. So we're gonna all go jump into that in just a little bit. And I just jumped on this morning, just kind of hanging out, talking about a couple things. And yeah. What are you up to this weekend? You hear that? My hardwood floors are squeaky. Throwing knives, Gun Fox. I was actually just looking into getting some throwing knives. I don't have, any knife can be, I could throw this. You know, I would probably grab it like this and I could throw that. I don't have any specific throwing knives. I was literally just looking at some though. And I started falling down a rabbit hole, and the next thing you know, it was like an hour later, and I was like, wow, I got like 8 tabs open here. What are we doing? Maybe just buy a little cheap trio set. I found that I think they need to be sharp. So if you want good ones, some of the cheaper ones, it appears, I don't have a lot of knowledge, but it appears the cheaper ones don't have quite as sharp of an edge, and so then they don't stick into things as well. Some people, it's like, oh, I can throw these hard and they can hit it right on the tip and it bounces off half the time. So something that you can kind of put a decent edge on, and then it has to at least be strong enough so that if you you're throwing it, it might bounce, hit a rock or something. And if like one chip like that could break it, how much money do you want to spend? You're throwing something, you have that risk. But I fell down a little rabbit hole and was like, man, what is going on? I'll probably have some soon. Because I don't plan on throwing any of these. There might be a couple that I would consider throwing. And I could do small little stump throws like KC does. I wouldn't be too worried about that. Cold steel throwing axes with an additional partially shaped top edge look fun. I did see quite a few. Cold steel makes a bunch of stuff. Actually, a lot of that cold steel stuff is at my local Fleet Farm. So I could go, I could definitely go to Fleet Farm and pick something up. The copper fish, this one right here, I actually have the box for it somewhere I can show you. This is a cheap knife, but it's cool. It's from the Czech Republic. The Mikov Rybica. It's the first knife I got from Czech Republic. I can't remember, who was it now? They laid off Pete, or I apologize, I don't remember. But yeah, they recommended it. It's just a smaller little budget knife, but that the handles, that fish, it feels really cool, and it's got that green kind of shimmer to it. Just a little slip joint, but I carry 3 knives on me, so this one kind of feels nice. Boom. The one in the middle with the black blade. This black blade, this is a Ka-Bar. Besides the blue one, this here, folder, black blade. None of these have black blades. This one, Hogdeka, custom titanium scales, Magna Cut. Other way, this one. Ha! I'm sorry, bud. I'm the worst. Tempest Knives Microjet, 154 cm and Ultim. I have 2 microjets actually. This is a titanium version. So this is Casey from the Knives Fast channel. I actually won this from him. He gives away a knife every Monday, and I won a giveaway like a couple months ago and won this one. I had actually already, hey, what's up? I won this one. Super fun knife. I love this. The Tempest Knives Microjet is a great user. This is a bug out killer all day. I actually bought the titanium version, and then I did the anodized myself. I've been using it, so the ano is kind of little spotty and stuff, but I did the blue, and then I added the kind of copperish bronze to all the hardware. Turned out really great. Awesome knife. I really enjoy it. I don't know if there's any that are actually available. Because it was kind of a limited run. I think there was like 150 of each, and that was a few months ago, and they kind of sold out. But that's probably one of my favorite knives of picking up from last year. And I love Ultim. I actually wish this had a silver blade on it, and Eric sent me his to do a swap, and we did the swap, and it didn't actually work because the titanium liner is not the same as the liner that goes into the Ultim, just a little bit different. And so unfortunately the swap didn't work. So I do want a silver blade on there, and reason being is if you look when this is closed, that black blade goes in there and it kind of hides everything. It just looks black with the Ultim, right? Now if that was a silver blade dropping in there, look at that. So you can see now where the blade goes. You can see through there, and you can actually see like all the little parts inside of there, rather than when the blade is closed, it's just all black. So that was my goal, but unfortunately it didn't work. So here we are. Ultim gives me some little R. Kelly vibes. That's funny. Hey, I can show you a karambit quick. We're going to have to start checking out, see if TKU is about to start here. It's a double-edged karambit with some nice serrated edges on there. Most expensive knife in my collection. I have some knives that cost more, but basically the most expensive one I currently have is the Kaiser Hawk, $210. DLC coated M390 blade and titanium. with the texture and the frag. Gorgeous knife. It's got the snap echo, so it's got that nice sound, that extra clicky sound when you open it. Boom. Awesome knife, love it. I also have like the Devo knives, tall boy. This was 200 bucks. These sold out in 30 minutes. Glad to have it. That Dust Devil you have is in my future. All right, let's take a look here. Boom. He hasn't started yet. He hasn't started yet. All right, I'm going to shut it down though. If you guys want to go over, I can actually, let's do this. We're going to go share, copy, boom. 1 second. I'm going to post a link in the chat right now. That is the Knight's Edge. That's his live he's going to have with Neves Knives. If you guys want to all click on that, say you were just hanging out, KDK Raid, if you want to say, hey, KDK sent me here or whatever. But we're all going to go over there now. We're going to watch him hang out with Neves Knives in the garage. Have a good day. I'm going to be doing a live around 1 o'clock. So if you guys are looking for something to do this afternoon, pop in. We'll see you soon. Hit that link. Say KDK sent me or whatever, or don't. Have a great day. Stay sharp. See you soon.